Yeah, hello everyone, Nevin Reacts here and welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be reacting to another video. Since it's December and Christmas and all, I decided I'm going to react to a Christmas related video. This one's called Salmonella Lesser Known Christmas Folklore Characters. I know a little bit about other folklore characters, such as Krampus, the Christmas demon who travels along St. Nick, Belsnickel, and that sentient log that kids beat with sticks in order to make it poop out candies and fruit cakes, and those are the three ones that I know. So I know a little bit about Christmas folklore from Europe, but hey, let's get into it. I watch Sam a bit. He's very entertaining, so I can't wait to see what this is about.
This video is sponsored by Skillshare. Hey kids, hope you had yourself a merry little whatever. I know I did. What do you like best about the holiday experience? My personal favorite part is where we systemically brainwash children into thinking they're supernatural beings who judge their every move and then invade their house at night. Now, everyone knows Santa.
Yeah, if you think about it, you ever listen to that song, Santa what knows when you are sleeping, he knows when you're awake, he knows when you've been bad or good. If you think about those lyrics, it means Santa's basically stalking children. Yeah, he's a stalker. And want to know why? And you know how he only goes to children's houses once a year? And ever wonder why he only spends the rest of the year? He spends the rest of the year in prison for breaking and entering into people's houses and stealing their cookies and milk. That's where he is.
Good old Saint Nick, old Father Christmas, old Christopher Kringle, old Elpheus Prime, Slayer of Elk and Bringer of Xboxes. And you've probably heard of some other characters somewhere too. Guys like Krampus, Belsnickel, Charlie Brown, Xi Jinping. Well, today I want to show you guys some more obscure Yuletide beings from different cultures all across the globe, but mostly Europe. Now, this first creature's name comes from the Welsh. As a matter of moral principle, I personally don't formally recognize the Welsh language. Maybe someday they'll figure out how W's and Y's work, then it'll be a different story, but for the time being, you'll have to excuse me for not condoning bullshit like this.
Wait, what? What the heck? This the actual name of a village in Wales. Lanfair Pigl. You know what? I'm not going to even try to say it.
So the thing allegedly called Marilwyd isn't a true mythical creature per se, but more so a tradition carried out for at least the past few centuries in South Wales. No, I mean Old South Wales. This is how it works. Every holiday season, the village rapscallion will take a horse's skull and affix it to the end of a pole. Kinda like one of these things, except, you know, awful. The skull is typically decorated in some way, and sometimes they put in a lever so you can make the mouth move on its own. Then a white sheet is draped over the pole and its holder, thus giving the illusion that Famine himself has come to destroy all your figgy pudding. From here, one would think that the nightly festivities would include welshing your trousers.
Oh, I get it. Welshing your trousers, because they're in Wales, and the people in the language are called Welsh. So yeah.
And repenting for a lifetime of naughtiness, but no, it gets better. You know that whole mouth moving thing? Turns out that's not just for taking wild snaps at the faces of innocent children. The Marilwyd and its party of caretakers will go around to random houses and sing a song about wanting to be let inside. The inhabitants are then expected to
Wait, I wanna see what that said. I just got back from Arby's. I'm gonna be sick. Would you please let me in so I can horse dump in your sink?
About wanting to be let inside. The inhabitants are then
I'd love to let you in, but something smells like rotten eggs. And what's that hissing sound? From the tov, Negs.
Expected to sing back with excuses as to why they don't want this abomination in their home. All in rhyme, of course.
This is scary. I mean, over here in the Philippines, Christmas is a very positive and jolly holiday. We celebrate it starting from September to November. And yeah, we start our Christmas in September. And it's basically just really just a jolly holiday. But if you go back to like European traditions, tradition can be scary. Yeah.
This goes back and forth until either the Mariluid gives up or the party's invited in, at which point they get to raid your pantry and drink all your beer. So if you ever find yourself rap battling a horse skull in South Wales, don't panic. It's normal, I guess. Next.
Could you imagine that the Mariluid going to Eminem's house? Jeez, I'd love to see that.
Next we have Frau Perchta, a witch-like being said to visit during the holidays in the Alpine regions of Germany and Austria. Depictions of Perchta can range anywhere between a beautiful woman and whatever the hell this is, but usually they fall somewhere in between. She's also sometimes shown with this big weird floppy goose foot. That's because she's apparently real into spinning. Not the 2-foot kind though, the 1-foot kind. It's said that this delightful spinster pays a visit to all the little wiener schnitzels on the 12th night of Christmas. If you were well behaved and hardworking this year, she might leave you a small silver coin in your shoe. How kind. But if you've been an inattentive young lady and didn't spin all your flax that year, Perchta will trample all your half-woven fibers as punishment. And you'll say, weird flax, but okay. Fucking cut that out, Jesus. Then there's the stuff Perchta considers especially naughty, which can vary depending on who you ask. If you left your house a mess, or you didn't leave out the traditional bowl of porridge, or maybe you didn't eat your ceremonial fish and gruel on feast day, that's when you've been a real goober. As recompense, she'll rip out your fucking intestines.
Well, what was that sound? It was more of the sound than what she does that scares me. I want to listen to that again.
As recompense, she'll rip out your fucking intestines through your abdominal wall and then stuff your empty body cavity with pebbles and straw until you're just as plump as when she started. So you know, you win some, you lose some. Nobody knows what she does with your freshly harvested innards after she leaves. But being that she lives in the mountains and has an obsession with thread making, I think we can all infer the obvious truth.
Bungee jumping. Of course, of course. I've never done it, but my mom has, and she said it's fun.
Of course, no discussion of folklore of any kind can truly be complete without taking a look at Iceland. Between the centuries of isolation and the volcanic fumes constantly spilling out over the countryside, it's no wonder that they're one of the world's biggest exporters of whack-ass mythology. Seriously, according to one 1998 survey, over 54% of Icelandic citizens said they believed in elves. Let me repeat that just so we're all clear. In 1998, the majority of the population of Iceland said they believed in elves, and a very large portion probably still does today. As such, the cast of characters said to visit during the holiday season over there is naturally quite diverse. The main lineup consists of the family pictured here. This is the leader of the bunch, a troll, goblin, ogreish type lady named Grilla. Grilla just fucking eats kids. That's it. She's said to prefer the naughty ones, but as long as it's small and made out of kid, she's game.
Then what's the point of making a myth about her? Listen, guys. The point of myths and legends are to teach people a lesson. For example, Pandora's box. It teaches us not to let our curiosity get a hold of us. But if they just created her solely just to scare kids, then what's the point?
Then you got her husband, Le Palu, who lives with her in her cave. generally considered to be equally ogreish. When the holidays roll around, if there's no soot in your fireplace, he'll reward you with a pickled herring, but if it's dirty, he'll scoop up the ash and dump it in your bed. Ooh. Nah, just messing with you. None of that's true. He also just eats children. The couple also has a giant cat called, this. The cat's main concern is whether or not a person received new clothes for Christmas. Pretty hypocritical considering it walks around naked all the time, but whatever. Anyway, if you got new clothes, then good for you. You got new clothes. On the other hand, if you didn't get any, well, can you guess what he does?
Let me guess, he eats the kid.
You want to take a wild stab? Yeah, that's exactly right. He fucking eats you.
I knew it.
Children, adults, doesn't matter. He'll even vor your dog, he doesn't care. Finally, you got the best of the bunch, the 13 Yule lads, each of which visits on a different day leading up to Christmas. They're kinda like the 7 dwarves, but whereas those guys are jolly and helpful and stupid shit like that, the only real goal of the Yule lads is to harass and inconvenience people as much as possible, and each one has a unique way that they go about doing that. I'm going to go through all 13. Now please remember, I am making none of this up. I'm not even going to try to say the Icelandic names, so I'll just give you guys the English translations, which are very apt by the way. First you got Sheep-Cote Clod, who goes around harassing sheep, but he's easy to catch on account of his peg legs. Then there's Gully Gawk, who hides in gullies to steal milk from your cows. There's Stubby, he's real short. He eats the leftover crust that...
I see, so this just general mischief that children would most probably do as pranks. I get it.
Of pie pans. This one's called Spoon Licker. He licks spoons. He's also incredibly thin on account of malnutrition for some reason. There's Pot Scraper, he scrapes pots, and Bowl Licker, who's like Spoon Licker. The key difference here being...
Let me guess, he licks bowls.
...that he licks bowls. You got Door Slammer, who slams doors in the middle.
Oh, I would hate this one if he were real and I lived in Iceland. I already have trouble trying to sleep and I wake up in the middle of the night all by myself. So I would hate this guy for ruining my beauty sleep.
The night. And then Skyr Gobbler, who gobbles up all your skyr, which is like a Nordic yogurt type thing. Whoa, who's that up in the rafters? It's Sausage Swiper, of course.
Okay, if I were an elf, I'd want to be Sausage Swiper. I love sausages, especially German and Hungarian ones. My favorite is Frankfurter. You may or may not know what that is, but I'll tell you, it's really delicious.
Here to swipe your sausages. And who's that in the windows? You bet your ass it's Window Peeper. Look at him peep. And who could forget our favorite, Doorway Sniffer.
Why?
Who sniffs your doorway with his giant freakish nose to seek out bread.
Oh, bread, of course.
There's Meathook, he steals your meat with a hook. And finally, Candle Stealer, who fucking, you get the picture. So, if you know some kids who just won't behave, maybe it's time to take a page out of Iceland's book come next holiday season. Now remember, your friend dressed up as Grilla doesn't have to actually eat the kids. Just bite them a couple times, that'll be enough. Anyway, with New Year's right around the corner, the time comes to make our New Year's resolutions. While you may spend New Year's Eve getting hella turned, why not spend New Year's Day getting hella learned? You can do just that with Skillshare.org.
Okay, and that's enough. I'm not going to go through his ad. If you want to check out his ad, go to Salmonella's channel. So yeah, that was really interesting. I think I heard of Frau Bersta a bit. I heard that she opens the stomach up with a large pair of scissors, but yeah, this is really new to me and very interesting. And I have nothing else to say, really. I've already given all my thoughts and commentary. So, yeah. I'm giving this a like, and if you like this video, please hit that like and subscribe. Check out my Facebook page. And if you want to check out the original video by Sam, I'll be posting the link below. Anyway, that's all for today. I'll see you guys next time. Bye and Merry Christmas!